Good evening.
We have come here to launch for the project launch
Bandra Virar
of the
Metro
Bandra Virar Metro
corridor.
corridor.
Yeah.
So here, present here, I am the PR consultant. We have our chief engineer and project manager. We have our architect here. We have bankers. We have the technical and software support. We have our consortium manager.
Yeah. Thank you, Joey. Okay, this we are talking about our Bandra Virar Metro Corridor project, which is 40 kilometers in the stretch. It is partly going to be elevated, partly below the ground, partly on ground. We are right now at a very feasibility preliminary stage. Government has asked us to form an SPV and start the studies. So we have done some preliminary studies on this feasibility, and we have come up with some numbers. I'll be briefing the people, the press, about the details of the feasibility at this stage. The project is approximately 4,000 crore project. At this stage, currently 100 crore per kilometer is the estimated cost for each kilometer. We are looking at a time frame for 8 years with an average IRR of 16%. This being infrastructure project, 16% is a very big IRR, and we are looking at a payback period of 33 years. We already done the financial closure for this project from the consortium members, from the SPV promoters. We are pumping in 700 crores as equity. Government funding is approximately 1,300 crore. Debt is 2,000 crore. Our bankers are SBI and Axis. We are looking at average ticket price to start with at the end of the completion of the project to start around 75 rupees per ticket. Passenger footfalls, initially we are looking at 1.5 million a year, reaching a peak of 5 million. This is a basic project detail. I have with my bankers Mr. Bhole Rao and Mr. Murali from Axis and SBI. You can just share your plans for this project.
As it has already been briefed, the total size of the project is 4,000 crores, and SBI along with our Axis Bank, we are going to fund 2,000 crores for this project. It is going to take around approximately 8 years for the total completion, which will involve 2 years of planning to develop the whole project, considering the land acquisition and everything. So considering the 16% IRR, we are comfortable getting 1,000 crores to the project. I'll pass it on to the State Bank of India person.
Whatever my consortium member told is true. And we are also financing 1,000 crores rupees for this project, taking the consideration of the cost and repayment period. So we are financing the 1,000 crores.
Some of the challenges what we have in this project, raising and tying up finance was a big challenge for us, and the land acquisition is still a challenge. We are still open-ended. We are not sure when the government is going to allot us the required corridor. A part of it is under private, and part of it is under government, and majority is under slums, which is going to be a big challenge to clear them. And it also involves a lot of political will whether to clear it or not. And the depot area is we all know right now, currently the current metro itself is facing a lot of depot challenges. So depot is still a land which is not allotted, and that's going to be a big challenge. Without depot, there's nothing much the metro corridor can actually do. And the feasibility of FDI is one important thing which we are going to appeal to the government to allow FDI in infrastructure in approximately 49%. The technical challenges are also major in this, being partly above ground, and we have to cross the creek, which is having the old bridges, and maintaining the bridges stability is going to be a big challenge. And also being a project of 8 years, political stability is the most key success factor for this, because we all know Worli Sealing has taken almost 10 long years because of changes in political government. So that's one important thing we really expect, irrespective of any political party, they support this this project. And a lot of local issues could be one challenge where they would like to hinder the project progress, and also available of technical skills to a project of this massive magnitude. It's also very important. Mobilizing that sort of technical skills could be a challenge. For this, my architect will explain. He's already begun with his design. Can you share the concept, Manoj?
Sure. My team of engineers is working on the project night and day, and in approximately a year, we'll be complete with our all the projections with blueprints. The innovative thing here is how they're facing the challenge. The creeks coming in between, and there are two junctions where the metro goes underground. Also with innovations like overlapping rails. The western line will be overlapped by the bridge of metro, which is one of its kind in all of Asia. The another thing is T-braking system, which is automated braking system, which will be implemented. Further, our supply manager will tell you.
We have discussed with the Japanese and Chinese companies for the procurement of the coaches. So they are agreed to give us in a discounted rate. And for other materials, we are checking with we have floating tenders for the other material requirement. And I am passing to my plant and machinery.
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
At present, as you know, we will be facing very great challenges. So, apart from that challenges, we may stuck up in the plant and machinery activities, such as the cranes, the huge cranes that will be required for lifting the coaches, laying out the tracks. Then we need to electrify all lines of tracks. Then we need to get approved by RDSO Lucknow. That is a railway design and conformation that approves all the standards and the way of designs for railways. So unless until RDSO approved, we cannot start a train. So apart from this, we also had some third-party inspection agencies for our material inspections that will also help us for the further procurement. Next charge is for IT. So for that I will pass to Mr. Hiten.
Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon, friends.
Good afternoon. Purely technical, people are lost.
IT is going to play an important role in this entire project. What we have planned, this project should be one of its kind, and there will be a program which will run the train without any driver. So that's why there won't be any driver in this train. It will be programmed in a way like that the train will run on its own and will stop by at each and every station. Right, and we are going to outsource the entire ticketing system to some other vendors, IT vendors,
The signaling system.
and the signaling system as well. Right, and plus we also plan to have a Wi-Fi in each and every train for all the passengers.
Wow.
So
That's great.
that's what it is.
Please give us the password.
Can we ask questions?
Maybe I'll just take a little more.
Let them describe.
Okay, the good news is that we already started the process of global tendering. We already shortlisted a few companies who are there in the frame, who are already making metros in the country. The LIT, Reliance Infra, and Konkan Railway. They're already in frame. We are almost shortlisted. Maybe in a couple of months we'll find it. Yeah, we are all open for your questions.
One question. It is a very long gestation period for such kind of infrastructure project. where our city is, our demands are day by day increasing for commuting. So don't you think it's a very long gestation period? It should be, shouldn't be more than 4 years to complete this level of project. And if you take such a long period for gestation, then your demand will, by the time you complete the project, the demand will increase manifold. So have you planned for that, the increase in demand once that project is complete?
So dear sir, just to put the facts on your table, worldwide metro projects are really a challenge. Not a single project which has been completed in less than 10 years. It's an ongoing process. Calcutta Metro we have started in somewhere around 80s, and till 90s also we have been hearing they have not completed 7 kilometers. And here we are talking of 40 kilometers.
There are the different phases of the project.
Right. So in the
phase is not taking
but like 7 kilometers has taken that long time. Now Delhi Metro is taking more than 10 years. Hyderabad Metro has taken more than 8 years already, and there is only not even one line has been inaugurated. Our Mumbai Metro, we have already an example which is taking
6 years.
6 years, but still it is not operational fully. And we are talking of 40 kilometers. There is a distance of 40 kilometers that corridor. Yeah, as you rightly said, we have plans to segmental wise start the process. Maybe we up to Borivali one segment will open up, and balance segment will open up. That's how we worked on the feasibility. At this stage, we are not talking about the segmental feasibility, as you rightly pointed out. Yeah, we are looking at that.
Please. One second. I want to point out, you have said that how many passenger capacity that metro will have? 1.75 million.
1.5 million in the first year.
First, 1.5 million per year.
Yes, in the first year, and
let
5 million.
Let me 1.5 kilometer per people per year means
not year, not 1.5 people.
1.5 crore, na? It means million means
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs. 15 lakhs
Per day. That is per day.
15 lakhs per day.
Yeah.
Per year, you have said that per
It is
year.
math per day.
Then it is okay. 15 lakhs per day you are planning to cover. But thing is that now this the transport facility in Mumbai is basically depend on local trains and based buses, which are already reached to their saturation level before few years. So again 8 years to wait for your project, as Mr. Gandhi said rightly. So that time the demand of you have estimated 15 lakhs, but it may require 25 lakhs per day. So how we will meet that gap?
So the city is coming up with a lot of other infrastructure facilities. The city is spreading across, not linearly. The city is now we don't find any rush in the South Mumbai. Already now the rush has moved to New Mumbai. So the city is expanding on both axes. Earlier plan was only linear. That's the reason this challenge was there.
The city is expanding toward Mira Road and Daisar also, no?
But it is expanding on both axes. So that way these passenger numbers have come from the market research of how the city is expanding over historical data for the last 15 years, 2 decades which has been collected how the city is expanding, and that has been taken into consideration when we have done the market study.
My question is,
One by one, please.
you said that the total cost of this project is 4,000 crore.
Yeah.
We have taken 8 years of time.
Correct.
Most of the lands are not cleared.
Correct.
So how much escalation in the total overall cost we can expect? From 4,000 crore rupees to how much?
Historical data, if you ask me, sir, Hyderabad Metro has taken, earlier it was estimated at 3,000 crores, now it is 4,500. That's the historical data I have. But assuming that we have अच्छे दिन आगे है और मोदी साहब का सरकार में है, escalation will be very important. But I didn't get your point. How much escalation you said?
Escalation
So
part.
we have considered that escalation in that 4,000 crores.
And the most troublesome is the RDSO has not given its approval if we form most of the project.
Pardon?
RDSO Lucknow
Yeah,
has given approval.
approved, but when we lay the tracks and we build the
It is going to be a
support will
subsequent
be
action.
there afterwards.
So we are at a very initial stage of project feasibility and forming the consortium and grounding the project. We are in that process. So a lot of design development is happening, and during that process we will take all the statutory approvals which are required. Even the MOF is a big challenge. We are considered that is going to happen with the proactive leadership of Mr. Javadekar, our own Amchi Mumbai minister sitting there.
Yeah, I have one question. I think, please, one gentleman from your team said that there is a lot of technical complexities involved in this project, and the bridges have to go over the lakes, or a lot of complexities. Yeah, no, I'm from the environmentalist group.
Right, he'll answer. He is the right person. He's contracted for us.
Okay. So my question to you and the bankers is that when we already have an existing railroads running from Bandra to Virar, okay, why are we trying to build a new railroads basically? Okay, we already have railroads, so why not think of upgrading them and making use of it, rather than introducing new complexities and passing it through different channels. And by the way, I also heard that you are planning to create a car shed in RA colony.
No, that's the RA colony for the cross metro, sir. We are not creating at RA colony. We are probably looking at the island where behind the creek is there. We are looking at that island in that creek.
Okay, so my first question still stays, why are you not using the existing railroad?
So yeah, the first point what I would like to answer is, today the tracks are already overloaded. Every 2.5 minutes we have the local train. Any more loading we cannot do at this stage. And we all know how much, anyone of you if I travel with local train, I know how much difficulty I used to find when I was traveling from Borivali to Bandra. I used to skip almost 5 local trains and catch a auto and come there. So that's the difficulty right now what we have in local trains. And we cannot expect the local trains can take any more load onto that. So we need to give relief to this existing infrastructure and then put up this corridor. That's the only best option we have at this stage.
And we are not going to touch RA?
We are not touching RA, sir. We are very environmental conscious. Not a single tree will be cut. That's our commitment. Yeah, we will do the transplanting of the trees.
Is there any
Moreover, if you want to reinforce the existing system, you will have to disrupt the existing commuters. So that cannot happen. Bombay cannot handle that.
Okay.
So you have to look out for these projects.
Question
Yeah, so the lady has been asking for example. I need to take that question.
Yeah, I wanted to understand why you are getting into an SPV model rather than a BOT or a boot model. Why are you looking at that?
Metro.
And
yeah, please.
And our country's resources are being used in such a way. I just want to understand that part. And what about PIL and such type of litigations that you may have to handle? Have you thought about it?
See, I'll come to this first question. Your question had 2 things. One is BOT, second is PA. BOT model has been tried, has not been successful. Finally, the SPV model which has been successful, and right now which is happening in Hyderabad Metro is that. Earlier, Sachem was handling the BOT model. It didn't work out. The terms were widely vague, completely vague, and it didn't work out, and the project they didn't take off. So today, this is the gap funding system is what we have put in place, SPV, which has worked in the Hyderabad Metro, and the same model we are looking at it.
Yeah, we are talking about like Mumbai Metro and all, which has worked. So why not?
Even now, Mumbai Metro has a lot of challenges. People are not accepting that.
But still, it has been faster as compared to any other.
Still, you can see that Parel Chembur is not started.
That is monorail.
Metro or infrastructure projects are getting stuck because of the funding model.
As compared to any
Metro or infrastructure projects are getting into problem because of the funding model. If it doesn't have a funding model, then it's not going to take off. The second question, if I had to answer, PL, any project of this magnitude, we are anticipating PLs. We need to take the people who are involved in this project, whose lands are involved as co-owners, and we need to compensate them. There is no option but to take the people along with us. So PLs, in spite of that, there will be PLs, and we have to handle that. That is the reason I said we need to have the political will to do that project. And once there is a political will, we are going to have it, and it's Mumbai. It's for the Mumbaikars, right? Yes, so this gentleman has not asked a question for some time. We need to address that. I'll come back to you. Please.
See, Modi had a dream that he will come out with the bullet train. First, he is coming out at his own state. And similar on the question, he had asked that environmental concern he has. Instead of going with another project, can we not go with a parallel project which presently we are having from Bandra to Virar, we have the tracks laid down. Now we can have the one upper lane and then have a parallel tracks there instead of going with the another one.
So this is a combination. It is not a purely completely running across parallel. It will be a combination.
No, I am talking about
having a good,
taking the dream of Mr. Modi and looking to the concern where the environment can get affected. So can we not have this kind of a project where instead of having a bullet train on the top of it where the locals are passing from the down and then we can have the parallel bullet train?
So that project is not my domain, sir. Definitely Modi sir ko puchna padega. Bullet train is not. I am not the promoter for that, nor SPV. So we'll have to check with those gentlemen and technical feasibility you are given with the project. I am a businessman here, putting in money, and I want to answer the questions whatever are genuine to the project, pertaining to the project. Maybe I have not been in a position to address your question.
Is your metro
Yeah, the senior gentleman, sir, please.
I want to know how many stations are proposed on the metro line.
So name them. Every 3 kilometers.
Name them.
We have planned for the name. As you rightly said, it will be every local leader of the place will be named. The station will be named on that name.
Shivram.
On that local person.
One station will be Shivram.
I just my
Like a
question
second,
to a
third
technical.
question. You are putting third question.
My question is to the technical team. As he said that your metro rail will be running driverless. So what are the collision system, anti-collision system will be in place, or you
What type of system? Yeah, what type of
and
system?
disaster management system.
Disaster
As you said, that trains will be running without drivers.
Absolutely.
So what about the safety? And will you be having anti-collision system on board?
Which are the
and disaster management?
in connection to that, I would like to know which are the places and all have such type of trains which are running without any problems. We would like to understand whether any.
And again, it is elevated.
Yeah.
What